We are on the Ferris wheel. If you're at home on your couch, put your hands up because we are riding a ride right now. It is dwindling down, but still an active fire, so we're going to take you right to it. It's right behind us. Towards the bayou is where we're seeing the active flames. New Point teachers are still waiting to find out if and when they're going to get paid. We expected a great offense, but what do you have to say about your defense tonight?
I couldn't be more proud of the defensive effort.
Maybe a little bit towards Walton County, right here around Destin area. That's over the last 6 hours. They have to wear this vest. Now, they don't have to wrap it around their shoulders, but they do have to make it visible. That way staff know they go to school here. There's been a lot of controversy about what is the perfect question. He said there is no perfect question. We'll have more on that coming up on Channel 3 News at 10. 2 cities along the Gulf Coast made the list of top vacation spots in the U.S. You can see on Escambia High School side, they have a sign that says, keep their paws off the tub. Escambia has had this tub for the last 2 years, and Pensacola really wants to fight to get this back. Dave Greenwood, he's a supervisor on Pensacola Beach for the lifeguards, and he's here to tell us about what happened last night and what they're going to do to move forward. Good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning, Ricky.
Jeremy French is charged with 1 count of attempted murder and several other charges after he fired shots at this home right behind me, hitting Toria Nobles in the hand and hip. Something to worry about because by Wednesday, it will be gorgeous. Look at them right here. There's about 9 inside here. This is what student aviators use to learn to fly here on base. And some students told us a little bit more about their training. Coming up in 30 minutes, Alyssa will show you some moves you can do at home or right here at the Y. Stay with us. We're going to stay right here until then. Antoine playing quarterback in the first half. How do you think his performance was?
You know, he's made some good decisions at times, and he's been kind of wild when he's throwing it.
Police say a man was found dead on this park bench around 9:30 this morning. Someone was walking by, saw it, and called it in. Now, we just arrived about 30 minutes ago, and right there on that tree, we see a camera. We do not know if that camera was there today. We don't know if it was there yesterday. We don't know if it was there 2 weeks ago, but I did request the video from the Pensacola Police Department right when we got here. So there's one camera there on the other side of the statue right behind the cameraman. There is another camera. So we've requested that video to see actually what happened last night. We do not know his name, but we asked people who live in this community and go to church in this community what they saw.
I didn't really know anything.
Well, I heard that they found a body.
I have no idea. We just walked out. My husband said, oh, yeah, it is roped off, so that's all we know.
Sherry Ann Knowles first heard about the investigation in church.
The pastor mentioned that the area was roped off and that they had found someone unresponsive.
She says Pastor Dr. Barry Howard started the service praying for the family of the victim and law enforcement involved in this investigation.
When we started worship, rather than people just being afraid of what might be happening outside, I just told them what we knew.
Lori Brantley lives a couple hundred yards from the park.
Hopefully it was something natural causes and not a crime.
Police tape wrapped around the park, markers even placed in the park.
If this proves to be foul play or something that was totally surprising, it would be very rare. Downtown's a very safe place to be, and we certainly want to keep it that way.
This case is under investigation. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 433-STOP. Live in downtown Pensacola, Ricky Van, Channel 3 News. Playing baseball is a great way to stay active and make new friends, but pitching too much at a young age can end your career early. And now some doctors are saying it's a growing epidemic among young athletes.
I love it. It's like my favorite sport.
I love to pretend like I'm one of the pros out there.
Baseball is their life. Mason and Will are pitchers for a youth baseball league in Pensacola.
He eats, breathes, sleeps it. Swing that bat, boy.
And their parents coach.
And on the side, I've got a counter.
Coach Donald Creeley counts each throw.
I'm trying to hold them 40 pitches or less.
In youth baseball, pitchers are generally restricted to 75 pitches a day.
All right, 4 more, okay?
But throwing too much?
It is a big deal, and it's causing a lot of injuries.
Dr. Josh Hackle says could take them out of the game.
Many times, players won't tell their coach or their parents that their arm is hurting.
A new study by the American Sports Medicine Institute says 64% of parents have a child with pain from pitching.
Sometimes I get knots like right around here,
like right here.
And more than half of those parents are unaware of safe pitching practices. Laura Murphy is living proof.
I wish that I was more aware and informed and didn't let him go as far as he did.
I was throwing and I had tendonitis on my elbow and then pain in my shoulder.
Now Bobby is 15, but he remembers what he felt 3 years ago.
Just like a knife sticking in my shoulder.
He threw himself out of the game.
Rapidly pitching repeatedly.
More than $10,000 later, now he's on his way to a full recovery. Here at the Andrews Institute, they use these bands to help pitchers rebuild their strength in their arm again. And using a pitching motion like this, it builds the strength in their arm to get him back on the field again.
As fast as I can get back, I want to play soon because baseball is pretty much my life.
I knew that he had some pain. I wish that I would have maybe stepped in and said enough.
They don't want to hear is their son needs to shut down from throwing.
Dr. Hackle usually sees injuries like these take 6 to 12 weeks to heal.
I'm trying to get back before summer ball. It just sucks just sitting there watching your team play, and so hurting yourself just sucks. Listen to your coaches and pitch less and take care of your arm.
With photographer Tristan Turner, Ricky Van, Channel 3 News. We're at the Pensacola Aviation Center with a very special group who's going to show us what they do in the air. Their show is at 9:30 on Saturday before the Blue Angels, and they're about to take us for a ride. I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
You've never put one on before, have you?
But thank goodness pilot Roy Kinsey did.
Buckle it up.
He flies a 1943 Boeing Stearman. It was used in the Navy to train pilots for World War II.
This is a piece of history. This represents a time when things were different in America.
He says their flight is called the Final Mission, and the purpose of it is to honor World War II veterans.
Most of these veterans are not going to be with us much longer. And things like Veterans Flight 2015 is a way for us to pay tribute and in a small way say thank you for what they did for us.
Flying over Pensacola and Pensacola Beach, it was beautiful, but I didn't know the plane could do this or that and this.
We want them to come out and be inspired.
There will be about 10 other veteran planes flying alongside Kinsey Saturday morning. One of the other pilots flying is a veteran. His name is Charles Tucker, and he served in the U.S. Air Force.
Well, we'll be flying the World War II veterans. That is a generation, as far as I'm concerned, that we can't do enough for. They gave it all to us, and I think we owe it to them.
So head out to the beach early. You don't want to miss their flight. Ricky Van, Channel 3 News.